Well, hello people. How are my friends doing? I should have probably cleaned that up before. But this is what we're going to do today. There's a video, I'll link it down below, on CD tiles that I did. And today we're going to do feathers. And here's the thing. Certain CDs, when you put the tape and you place it on top to remove this part, and sometimes to remove this part, depending on the kind of CD you have. Like this one is probably data, and this one's probably film. So the ones that work best are the data ones. Let me share with you guys. So you get some duct tape, but I'll link the other video that shows you how to do it. But I might as well see if this works. And you know what, to be honest, you can't quote me on which CD works and which doesn't, because I don't remember. As many times as people have told me, I just don't remember. So in order to get this off, you're supposed to give it a good scratch. Place your duct tape on top and pull it off. See? That's perfect. Now, as far as these kind of CDs, I can scratch it and it won't even scratch. So there's no point in trying. So see how simple that was? That's perfect. So if you have these kind, it'll work perfect and faster. But if you have these kind, which I only had, as a matter of fact, these only came in, my husband brought these in today, and I've been working on these here, this one here, for about a week now. So I wanted to share with you guys that we can use these, even though you don't remove the skin that's on top like the other one. We can still use these. Let me share with you guys. So this is how I do my feathers. I basically freehand it, and I'm using penny shears from, I think it's Freight. And here's the bottom of the feather. I have also paper feathers. I'll link that one down below. The bottom of the feather, and then here's the sides of the feather, and I like to wiggle around. Not too much, but just enough. And then I'm going to make the tip of the feather. Be careful, don't go into that, it's pretty sharp. Take your time so you don't cut yourself. Alright, so here's what I like to do, and what I've been doing to get both this kind and this kind, because this will work. Now I'll share with you guys next how it'll work. Just watch. And I love that the silver comes through because it catches the reflection, the halogen there. So this is what I'm doing. So you get yourself flat nose pliers, and you come to the tip and you start rocking back and forth. So you hold the CD with your hand right here, you start rocking back and forth. You'll hear a little squeaking, and then the squeaking gets intense. Oh, well, I broke that one. And I just go like this. And I stop when the squeaking gets really intense. And that basically is making the CDs come apart. And then some people use their nails. I can't use my nails, so I have these very sharp tweezers. And then I find this one might break because I accidentally broke it. I come here and I take them apart. Work slowly because it can crack. And it sucks when it cracks because you put time into it, and cutting it and all that. And make a few a day, like I did, because you will wake up with a sore hand. We're kind of stuck. There we go. So we'll end up with 2 pieces, and sometimes the holographic part comes off, and I save that. I put it in a baggie because I'll use that in my mixed media. So we end up with this, and we end up with this one. And I check to see if any of the holographic stuff is coming off because, like I said, I save it. Not really. That's super cool. So then you make yourself as many as you like, right? Then the next step will be painting them. Let me share with you guys what they look like because I've done a million of them already. But I'm going to share with you guys how I got them to this stage. So I'm using both this one here and these one here. So for instance, this one here, there's acrylics on the back and alcohols on the other side, whichever side can be the front or back. And that's on one of these ones, the holographic ones, right? Then I have, let's see, one that got covered nicely because I'm going to go over this a second time. This one here is one of these. Acrylic covers it up quite well. You could still see some of the image coming through, but that's okay. You can go over it a second time. And then alcohols on the other side. You could do full acrylics or full alcohol, but I'm thinking that the acrylics you have a better chance in covering up that blue part. And once you get them all together, I'm going to share with you guys. Some of them are really cool, like look at that. I use some alcohol and alcohol inks. Okay, so we'll come back. And I'm going to use a jelly plate. You don't have to, but I'm going to because I want to play with my jelly plate. It's been a while. So when I come back, I'll share with you guys the next part. Okay, so gather your alcohol inks and your jelly plate. A tile will work instead of the jelly plate. A piece of paper will work, or just we'll figure it out. We'll do it together in the next part. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hello everybody, how's everybody doing today? If you can't hear me, can you please adjust your volume? And I'm chilling out, and I'm not going to be loud today. I'm going to just try to chill. So, this is what I have for you. A dusty board. I should have cleaned that earlier. There's a previous video, I'll link it down below, and I will link it in the iCard. Basically, there's a little button that'll show up right around here with an eye inside. If you click that, a playlist will show up of videos on how to peel off the holographic or hologram coating that's on the CD, and how to use the CDs that you cannot remove the top cover on, because those are still good. Okay, so right now, first I suggest that you go watch that video first, unless you already know how. And then I'm going to be painting, and I'm going to be giving 2 options, and there's many more options on how to paint up your CDs. And after this video, there'll be another video on cutting the shapes, actually. Oh no, so you'll be watching the one cutting before this one. Okay, now I got myself a little confused because I've been doing everything depending on my mood. So yeah, you'll watch the cutting one, and then actually, sorry, you'll be watching the removing the coating on the CD. That I'm just suggesting to you guys. And then the next one that I recommend you watch would be the cutting of the CD, and on this one will be the painting the CDs. Okay, so now I got myself actually organized. And I have many options to share with you guys. You can use a piece of wood, you can use a piece of tile, you can use a piece of fabric, you can use a piece of paper. I do suggest you have paper nearby that you really don't like I have here. I have pieces of paper that I really don't like because you'll be printing on them with the leftover paint. So a suggestion to have that nearby. So here is basically what I have is a trash bin that broke apart, and it used to be my trash bin that was in my restroom. It's no longer in my restroom, it's now in my craft room. I'll be turning this into either a piece of art or a clipboard, but we'll see. But I want to paint up this side, okay? And also, oh, sorry for the blur, it's the CDs. Let's remove those. You can use a jelly plate, a jelly plate, a tile, a piece of glass. My jelly plate feels sticky, and I think I know why. Yesterday I used Clorox wipes to clean the jelly plate, and it seems to not have liked that, but that's okay. It's still mine. So I personally want to start with my jelly plate, okay? And this is the way I'm going to do it and the way I've been doing it, and let me share with you guys real quick what some of them look like. Here's some of them. And these are the both different kind of CDs. The plain CDs, and then even the CDs with the print on them. So I'm using them both. Okay, so there's a few, and I'm going to recreate all of these. They're all one of a kind. They all come out so different. Isn't that beautiful? And it catches the light so nicely. They're gorgeous. Okay, and then I have a project of what I'm going to do with those. That'll come soon too. But the way I work is when I'm in the mood and I feel inspired is when I create and put these videos up for you guys. I never put content up unless I really want to and have to be in the mood to do it. So that's what I do. I put 2 colors down. You can use a brayer, or you can use a roller, which I should have found it. I should have had it available already. I was using it yesterday. And I'm hoping to get all of this all painted up, because you guys know how much I love creating jewelry from my painted up dropped cloths. So you can use a brayer, and that's what I'm going to use. And I try to get as much as possible to every corner, and it's okay if this dries on you, because it's wipeable and it's washable. And then I'm going to roll my excess paint on my drop cloth here. And hope the dogs don't bark in here. And this is how I get the color onto this part here. So just lay them down. Will it cover them completely? No. You might sometimes have to go back and do it a second time, you see? I did this once already. Not everything got covered, so I'll be doing those a second time. Then it also depends on the paint you're using, how opaque it is. I try to use up every inch. Some CDs actually react to the paint and start to curl a little, just like that one did. Listen to that smacking sound. Smack. 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 Just having a little fun. Smack. Smack. And then I push it down. And even if you move it a little, it's fine. Sometimes it's best that you move it a little, just to make sure you get somewhat as much as possible of coverage. And then the fun part comes. I hope a few of you guys, or all of you guys, have some alcohol inks. And these are Adirondack, Tim Holtz, the man that loves to wear lots of rings. And I just organically put this stuff in. And if it muds, it muds. And if it goes into my jelly plate, I'm fine with that too. You see that? And it starts to spread. And this color's my favorite, which I'm already running out of. I think it just had a field day and spilt. And just play. And then you can squirt some, oh, that one's gorgeous right there. You can squirt some alcohol on top. There's so many techniques to playing with this stuff. You don't need a lot, and you don't need to put it everywhere. They become one, and sometimes they just stay as its original color, or become a whole new color. Did I miss any? Oh, that's so pretty. Do you guys see how they spread? We already used that color. Okay, so now I have 91%. Anything higher than 91% works perfectly. Anything lower than 91% doesn't work very well. You can get this is the new way they have it here in Los Angeles, California, is with this spout sprayer thing. You can even transfer this into a little bottle and use a dripper and drip all around. But today I'm just going to spray. Isn't that gorgeous? Then I just remove them and let them dry. And sometimes I like to play with them and let them drip around like that and create their own thing. You see that one got covered on the back part. You see how it's dripping down like that? Isn't that cool? Now you just never know what you're gonna get. That's the opposite side. Now, once the sun catches that, they're gonna look gorgeous. And wear gloves if you mind. I don't mind getting my fingers inked up. Isn't that beautiful? So you just never know what you're going to get. I'm just going to place them on the side and let them dry. Alright, now I'm going to use this up. See, you just pick up some paint. And you can go over it again. Just pick up as much paint as you possibly can. And whatever stays, that's perfectly fine. And then you start the process all over again. Okay. And now I'm going to show you guys how to put the holes into the CDs. And that'll be in the next video. I'll catch you there. Oh, and don't forget you can fund this channel. And the little iCard will be there. Anything's accepted. $1 would be nice, because that is actually the minimum that YouTube allows us to accept is $1 and up. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hi everybody, how are you guys doing today? And in this what would it be called, session? No, series on our CD feathers. My recommendation is that you go watch the how to peel a CD if you don't know how yet, how to cut a CD, and also how to paint the CDs and what I used, and the 2 different kind of CDs that I've used. And in this video I'm going to show how to poke a hole into our CDs. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a hole right there. Yes, you guys can see that. Right there, it's tiny. There's many ways of there's many ways of putting a hole into these CDs. You can get yourself a nice thick needle and a candle. Be very careful. And some tweezers or pliers to hold that needle over the fire and press it into your CD to form your hole. We're going to need the hole if you decide to follow along with me in the next project on what we're going to do with these. We're going to need the hole to string either wire or a jump ring or some string, whatever you guys please. But what I have, because I'm a jewelry designer, I have this here. Now they sell these, Tim Holtz sells these, and jewelry making sites sell these, eBay sells these. I don't know, Michaels probably sells them, and they come with 2 sizes. This part here is basically to clamp it down. You see this part that spins? Is to clamp it down with one of these onto your table. So you would set it this way, you'd pull that sideways, you'd put this on top and clamp down. But today I'm not clamping down, I'm just going to show you how to use it with your hand. You have 2 sizes, a bigger size and a smaller size. We're going to use the smallest one, and this happens to be a Tim Holtz. I'm going to use the smallest one, and these are the ones we created in the previous video. Look how pretty. They're nice and dry. They're so organic and boho and beautiful. I love how that came through the holograph right there. Isn't that gorgeous? So find which way you want to hang it. I like to hang them facing down. So I'm going to pop the hole in here. Now I like clamping it down to my table because it's much easier for me. But since I'm not going to do that in this video, I'm just going to hold it, spin it. You can measure it out. You can mark it with a Sharpie. Basically, you're just going to turn until you hear it click. Let's see. Did you hear that? Alright, and then you undo it. And then that feather should pop off. And that's how I get my holes in the CD. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. And thanks for being here in the series of the CD feathers. If you'd like to fund this channel, please click here and fund my channel. Thanks guys. Bye. Hi everybody. So I'm sitting here and I'm preparing the feathers after we painted them. And I started wondering to myself, I wonder how I can make them look more like a feather. And I've been playing around. And on some of them I just threw a line in, like that one there and that one there. It's a few of them. Some of them I've already tested. Like that one I put a few lines. I'm going to finish that off. Basically what I did is, on eBay a long time ago I had purchased about 12 of these bottles for $1.99, something like that. They're basically fine liners. And I filled them up with, some have random paint, like this one is fabric paint in white, wicked white. And then I add maybe a few drops of glazing medium to it, just to get it flowing a little better. And then I even have like puffy paint from the dollar store. This is from the dollar store, fabric 3D fashion paint. I just sat here and made sure that all of them flow easily. I have dimensional paint for fabric and textile by Folk Art. And then I have empty bottles that I've filled up with different paints. Scribbles. This was set in Happy Mail many years ago. I have just many different ones, but I was doing this and then I started thinking, how can I make it more realistic? So I grabbed a random piece that's not painted. This one's just holographic. Like this. I don't know why I'm doing that. Okay. And this one's like a cheapy one. And it started cracking. But that's okay because it's still pretty. It's like finding a feather with broken little thingamajiggers in there. And even this one, it's a clear one that's not painted, and basically I just cut into it. So I wanted to share that with you guys. So I'm going to grab a painted one like this one. Isn't that beautiful though? They remind me of gemstones. So stinking pretty. It's just memorizing. And then there's this side. That side is the acrylic, and this side are the alcohol inks. So with my penny shears, the side that I consider the bottom of the feather, I face the tip towards me. Then I'm just cutting into them like I did the paper feathers and the fabric feathers and the washi tape feather. I said, well, let's try that with these CDs and see what happens. And I do like the effect. Do you have to do this? No, just a suggestion. That's all. Just sharing what I'm doing. And it cuts, for some reason, it cuts easier than it did when I was cutting the shapes out. And I did find out that they have these shears, penny shears, at freight, if you have a freight. So see, now that's all cut up, right? Then you get your fine liner or whatever you have that has a tip. I've tried the jelly roll, didn't work for me. Could work for you, but it just didn't work for me. I tried the Uniball, didn't work for me. I tried what are the permanent markers? It didn't work for me. So this is my next option. Hope I'm sticking my hand into this one. So I'm just going to run a line through, let it wiggle if you like, right? And then go into the parts that we cut. Does it have to be perfect? No, not for me. See how it's skipping? Kind of like that. No, not kinda. I do like that. These are just ideas. And I personally, I think I might do both sides. I'm not positive at this point. And there's that feather for you. That's using white. You could do dots on here, you can do all sorts of stuff, and that's just an idea. I'm allergic to one of the paints, I don't know which one. This one here did the same thing, right? But I'm using a fine liner bottle, which I think these work better than the expensive fine liners. I don't like the expensive fine liners where you get two for like, I don't know, 5, 10, 15 bucks, I don't know. I like these better. I have more control with them. In this I think I have Sea Breeze or Julep Mint. Oh, I have this one in there. Sweet Mint. Again, mixed with any kind of medium fluid to let it run a little bit easier. Same thing. You can use black. I have one with black right there that we can do right now. Same thing. You can move fast, you can move slow, however you like. You see how pretty that is? Then we're going to do the black. And I'm going to use puffy paint from the dollar store on this one. I didn't cut this one, so I think I want to cut into it first, because I do like that look. Kind of want to flip it around, but I don't want to hit the black. But if we do, oh well. Alright. Let's see if we hit that black. No, we didn't. Okay, cool. Okay, I want to see what the flow is to these puffy paints. It's quite thick, but that's okay. It works quite well, actually. You could come back in with a white and do some polka dots and dots. And again, I'm going to mention there, I'll be linking down below all the other videos in this series. So far I think we have 6. I don't know how many more there are going to be, but once all of those are up as separate little series, I will be doing a full episode, all of the series put together. For those who like to watch the long videos, which I know I do. Then there's the ones that just want little series, and that's what I've been doing for these feathers because there's so many steps to them. Okay, so that's that for decorating them. Like I mentioned, you can get your white, which I have white here, Wicked White fabric glue. And let's see if I don't make too much of a mess here. And we could put dots in here, either on top of the black. Okay, I squirted too much. Or next to the black, like this. I like to work in threes, every other, or wherever. I think I'm going to put it down, and then I'll scoot you guys in. Scoot on in, get comfy. Let me move this before I put my hand into it. If I were to do dots in black, I would have to make myself a fine liner with the black in it because I think the puffy paint will be too thick. But we can try it. It's not going to hurt to try. Oh, that one's 4, but that's okay. Isn't that beautiful? You can do X's if you have the patience to do an X. I'm going to put 3 in random places. X's and O's. Will it run together? Maybe, but that's okay. We'll find out. For instance, this one, if I wanted to put some puffy paint, black puffy paint, let's see how that works. I've got glitter over there I want to play with. I don't think that this will show up too much, so no, it's not showing up. On a lighter feather it probably will. Yellow might show up. So we could do yellow dots. I guess these scribbles are 3-dimensional, so it's popping up like that. I'm not too crazy about it. And I have seen some fabric glitter stuff here. I thought I checked all of them. I guess I didn't check this one. And here's where I get the comments that say I waste a viewer's time. But it is crafting, and it's real time. It's not a voiceover. But who cares about those? Those are just people expressing how they feel. And that's fine. I know there's so many others who appreciate the real time and the real life barking that probably happens in their home too. Alright, hopefully we got it unclogged. See these pieces that come out? I use those. I use them in mixed media. Sometimes I encapsulate them in my jewelry. This keeps spinning. Okay, I'm not going to tighten it so tight then. Let's see. It's not coming out. Nope, I don't know what's wrong with it. Oh, it's really tough. Huh. I guess it's really old, so it's actually coming out in balls. So this one's no good. Alright. It's been hot here, so I can see why that happened. And I do have the Elmer's brand glitter. I don't know where that came from, but it's Elmer's brand. How do you take this off? There we go. And you can put dots. And you can put glitter. Another one that I did. Oh, I just put a wet one. Well, I don't know where it's at. You can foil them. I foiled one with foil. You get tacky glue the same way we do the paint. You put the foil and then you remove. You have to just let the paint settle and become tacky. I don't see the other one. We could do it together. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see it. Let's do one together. Now it won't be ready till the next video. I'll share it with you guys, but at least I'll share it now so you guys can see how to do it. So you get, I have just fabric tack in here. I want to do it to this one here. Oh, that's painted. There's special glue that you can use, but I just use this. Right? Oh, I was off camera. Thanks for yelling at me. Okay. I wonder how many times I was off camera then, because I didn't look up. It is so easy to get off the camera because I want to bring everything forward. So I'm not even sure how much you guys seen. Might have to redo the video. I'll be back and I'm going to check to see how much of this you guys seen. So okay, I went through my video to see how much you guys were able to see. It wasn't too bad. I wasn't off too bad. I mean, I was off with one of them, but I came back up. So I found the one that I was trying to look for earlier. This has glue and that has glue. That I already did this technique on, and I'll share it with you in a second. But the glue is somewhat tacky. It's not 100% proof. But what you get is pretty cool. Just making sure I make contact there. And then I'll use the gold on the other one. And like I did mention, there is special glue for this stuff. I just can't find it. I have no clue where I put it. And I don't even think they sell that stuff anymore. And here's one that's done, but this one's done in a different technique. And I'll share with you that right now. Okay, this one I didn't wait for it to get tacky at all. What I did do was I got my glue, same glue. Let's move these aside. do this one. Same glue. And went for it like this. And then put the foil down. Now you don't need special foil. Look, let's take this one off. See, for this technique, you do it once it's a little bit dry. For this technique, which is this one here, where it goes off to the side and nothing in the middle, which is so darn cool. You basically, what you're doing is, it's distributing the paint, the glue away. So would it, see like this, look, I'm going to put it down while wet, then I'll leave it overnight. And I just smash it. I smash it. And you can use a scraper thingamajigger. And then tomorrow, 24 hours later, what will happen is all the glue from the middle had distributed to the sides and only picked up the gold leafing, which this one's silver leafing, over to the sides. And that looks so damn cool. I love it. And then for this one, I'm going to cut it. My own camera. Where did I get any of these ideas? Nowhere. They just come to me. And just playing and experimenting and doing my style and what I like to do and what I would like to see in my home. That's where my ideas come from. The CD, turning them into feathers, I've seen that. But cutting them like this, I have not. And embellishing them, I have not seen like this. And painting them up this way, I have not seen like this. So I have not been inspired by anything that I've seen. Is it out there? Hey, possibly. Am I saying that I did this? No. All I'm saying is how I create and where I get my creation and inspiration is from myself. They may have started from something I seen or somebody said, and then I just go from there. Just like the feathers, the paper feathers. There were no paper feathers except for one lady did it. Yeah, so there were paper feathers. One lady had done them different way than myself and Stacy did them. Washi tape feathers, they were all out there. But fabric feathers I hadn't seen. Now, will they be out in a few years, or are they going to start popping everywhere? Yeah! And is that good with me? Yes! As long as I inspire people to create. And then they take it to their own ways, like this here. So, the cutting the CDs into feather shape is a Spanish channel, not too sure what Spanish channel, here on YouTube. I think it's actually a company, not positive though. And a subscriber of mine had seen that video and she asked me if I could do it, but with my spin, with my own creative thoughts. This was about 6 months ago. The lady is from Africa, but she lives somewhere, I think in Texas or Houston. I do know her name. She didn't want to be mentioned. Don't know why, but that's okay. Her daughter contacted me on Facebook, left me a beautiful message about her mom and what her mom wanted me to do or thought I could do, and she thought of me. So I did. I took it upon myself to watch that video. The lady cut feathers out of CDs. She did not paint them. She did nothing to them. And did not have this idea of painting until I actually started cutting the feathers and thinking to myself, okay, now what? Now what am I going to do to make them me? To make them the style I like. Eclectic, boho, gypsy, one of a kind, and unique kind of woman that I am. And this is what I came up with. And I'm here to share with you guys. Oh my goodness, let's look at the silver one. Oh yeah. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Beautiful, gorgeous. So I do think that I will be cutting all of them like this. And then I was thinking I'd get my heat gun. I can't do it on camera because I can't connect my heat gun in my craft room. Isn't that crazy? It shuts down the whole house. All of the electricity, everything goes black. Have my heat gun right here in front of me. And I can't use it. The only place I can use it is in the garage. So I was thinking I'd get my heat gun and I'd go over these feathers after I cut them to soften them up and to move them around a little more, to give them more of a flexibility to them and pull some of these up. That's my thought. Will it work? I don't know, but we'll try. But I'll have to try it on my own and then come back and share with you guys. So as always, as I always mention, because it darn helps me out, is if you'd like to fund this channel, the little iCard is right there. YouTube only allows us to receive the minimum of $1 and up. And you guys contributing to this channel, Jeepers, really, really helps. Helps more than what YouTube pays me. So that's why I've come to the conclusion, no matter if others find it wrong or shaming, blah, 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 I'm still working. I'm still bringing creative work to you guys and inspiring you guys. So I do think that it's okay for me to ask for donations for this channel. And a lot of you guys think it's okay too. So we will go with that. So anything helps. If you got a buck, an extra buck, please click on there, leave your name, leave a message if you like. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I really appreciate every little bit or every big a bit that I get. And it helps me, my husband, my children, my dogs. It just helps us in life. You guys know. And I'm very grateful for everything and all. And, yes. So down below will be the list and links to all the other videos that I suggest you watch first, if you like. And also, there will be a video when all of these are done and up, the whole thing of every single video put together in one, I think the word is compilation. Maybe that's the word, I'm not sure. I'm okay if it's not. I'm not asking for you to be corrected because I won't even remember. Anyways, I love all of you new friends and all of my old friends. I appreciate you guys so very much. You guys help me continue creating, continue being inspired. As much as I say, as much as you guys say that I inspire you, well, guess what? I keep coming back because you guys inspire me with your beautiful, beautiful, inspiring, encouraging comments. And isn't this feather gorgeous that I'm cutting right here? Every single one is so different and unique. And that's what I love about this. Wow. They look like gemstones and geo something. I forgot what those are called. These are gorgeous. Really like them. Hope you guys try them out. Anything's for sale. If you'd like to purchase what you see, let me know. And we'll work something out. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Hugs. Bye-bye. Hello, folks. What are we doing today? Well, I decided to share with you guys after we did the holes and what I'm doing with them. I'm adding jump rings to the hole, as if you were to add jump rings to your jewelry. And also I wanted to give you guys a sneak peek on all the prettiness. This one's the clear one of the clear ones that I didn't do any alcohol inks on it or any painting of like I did the other ones. I'll show you in a second. I left it nice and clear. Hi, honey. And I just added the embellishment down there and on both ends. There's the other side. So I want to share with you guys all of them. All of these have jump rings already. I saved you guys from putting jump rings on each and every one of these. I wanted to share with you guys how pretty they are. Look how beautiful they are. Oh, and another thing. I wanted to peel. The one we did together is ready to peel off. Remember we put the glue and we put it on this? So let's peel this off and see what we get. Oh, that one's a lot of gold. I didn't expect it to be that much. But we can work with that. We sure can. I'm going to do it now while we're here. While I got you guys. And I just flip it over like that. And then I will do the middle. I'll do it with black. Make sure I'm on camera. Just like that. And then we do the sides. I like to do the sides very organically, like everything else. Just like that. And then you can add more color if you want. And I'll set that aside and let that dry, and then I'll do the other side once the other side is dry. Here's another one. Aren't they so pretty? And let me show you, if you cut them, if you cut one end at a certain angle and you kind of go on the opposite side and cut it a little further up, they start to curl. See that, how it's curled? And that's going to be pretty hanging. They can be used as jewelry too. Earrings, necklace. You can hang them on journals. And I did a lot of looking around on YouTube to see if anybody's done this. And they sure haven't. But they sure will eventually when this catches. One person watches, Kelly Donovan already did a video. She caught the CD bug. Look how pretty that is. And then other people are going to catch the CD feather bug. I would hope to be mentioned in the videos, but what I did notice is that eventually one person watches the other and they mention, and then some people don't mention where they got the idea, and it just becomes a ripple, and a year or two later nobody knows who did it or started it, which is fine. Used to bug me, doesn't bug me no more. At least the person or the people get creative and start. That one needs some, I need to do more lines on that one. At least they were creating. It's kind of like with the nail polish flowers that I did. I did mine about 3 years ago, and back then there was only myself and one other lady who had done them. And now if you look on YouTube, there's a million videos. I'll let that dry. Isn't they beautiful? And I'll show them to you in threes. And if you're interested in purchasing them, just private message me. And if you don't know how to private message me, email me. And if you don't know how to get my email, just leave me a message and I'll guide you how to do it. Look at this one. They're all so very different. This one reminds me of like tortoise shell. And then the back reminds me of a galaxy. Isn't that beautiful? Let me fix the lighting here. Isn't that very so pretty? That's they leave me breathless. Look at that. Dupe and dupe. This one's nice and twisted. And I have another one that's really twisted. Let's see if I can find it. This one here. Look how nice and twisted that one is. You see that? That's going to look gorgeous on a wind chime. Look at that one, I doodled on it. You could stamp on them. You could doodle on them. And like I mentioned, you can hang them on chunky charms. You can hang them, oh, so pretty, on cords for your journals. Can't wait till you guys get to see what I'm going to do with them. I have so many projects coming up with them. Pitter patter of the puppies. Look how beautiful that is though. That needs to be done. Put that aside. You don't even have to do anything to them if you don't want. They remind me like of abalone. Turtle shells. Just gorgeous. That one I put dots, and a lot of them I did. My husband walked in and he's seen them all laid out on my table. Look at how pretty that is. And he said, "Hey babe, what are those feathers made out of?" And I told him CDs. He said, "No way." I said, "Yeah." And then he said, "Show me the video." So I showed him the video, and he watched me, and he's like, "Wow, I can't believe the things you come up with, Secret." Look how pretty that is. You can hang them from your rear view mirror, all beaded up. You can hang them in front of windows to catch the sunlight. It's just opportunities, and so many opportunities on what to do with these. This one's not done. So I'm kind of glad I'm looking at them one by one with you guys, so I could see which ones need a little bit more. Oh my gosh, look at that. Gorgeous. Very, very, very happy with this project, this idea of mine. Love it. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? They're all yummy. Look at this one. The camera's kind of confused. It's like, what is going on with all of that blingy shine? Look, that reminds me of the galaxy. Isn't that beautiful? So I need to finish that one too. That one needs a jump ring. Let's do that right now because I'm going to forget if I don't. And that needs to be done on that side. Just gorgeous. Imagine giving Happy Mail, receiving Happy Mail and having these in there. That's so pretty. Or a tag, a gift tag. And that's all. And I am, wow, that's so pretty. It has dots all over it. I'm totally addicted. And under all of these videos, down below in the show more in the description, there will be all the links, and some are private right now, but all the links to each video, which is a whole series, but there's episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, episode 5, 6, 7, and I'm not sure how much further the episodes are going to be. And once all the episodes are done to this series, I'm going to collect all of the videos and put them in one collaboration. One collection, and you guys can watch it from there. Also, all of the series and all of the episodes all in one. Okay? Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'm very grateful for all of you guys. And I'm very grateful for the dollar donations that I've been getting. And in mentioning that, there'll be an iCard right there if you'd like to donate $1 to my channel. Helps me out, helps my family out, helps my animals. Just all around helps me out because I don't have a job. And this is my life right here. Crafting my life away. So I'll catch you guys later, and I appreciate all of you guys. Hope you enjoyed the little show and tell of the feathers. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Okay, we're back. I have this in front of me. Meh, see all. She's just on my lap. So, let's see, where were we? Okay, let's just start over. Let's just start all over. Let's use another piece of this Irish wax thread thingamajig. And then let's use this one here. And I'm just going to tie a knot. Why am I talking like that? I have no clue. I'll try to knock it off. Okay. Oh, I know. I just watched a video and the lady was talking that way. So it kind of got stuck. So just going to tie a simple knot. Probably special knots that you can do. I don't know them. Basically, I'm just sharing how I'm preparing so that I can hang it. And I accidentally released a video that shouldn't have been released. And it got 69 views. And for those lucky people that got to see it, that was a mistake. And I put it on private. I have so many videos up in this series on private that I accidentally released it, or my husband did. We're not sure who did it, but I put it on private because it's not ready. I'm not ready to release that part yet. And I'm just grabbing Happy Mail beads. They go perfect with this boho looking gypsy chic theme that I'm going with. And I'm not picking colors. I'm just going with it. Whatever I grab. Putting them on. I am just going to continue and bead our little hearts away. They're perfect. All of these beads are perfect. I knew they would come in handy for something. And so far this is going to be my favorite project. And this one, in the paper flowers, well, let's put a pearl in there. Why not? The paper feathered paper feathers, and the Pinterest nail polish flowers. The bracelets I've done in this one. Really, really loving it. And I got a few ideas up my sleeve. And if you guys haven't seen Kelly Donovan here on YouTube, she was inspired and she did her take on these repurposed CDs. Okay, that's not going to go in. Let's try the next one. Oh, Pixie, don't fall. Oh, no, hang on. Go down. Alright, we are puppy free. It's not wanting to go in. Okay, moving on. Put it back in. It's not wanting to go in, and I don't want to be here all day. I want to move on to the next video, and the next video I want to play with my jelly plate. Okay, if it's not going in. Why are you not going in? Alright. For that one, I think it's long enough. Then, oh, and my boho beads, I really like that video too. These are the boho beads. There's a video on them. And then we're going to tie it off. However, and because I have extra string, I ended up doing something that I've never done before, just because I didn't want to waste the string. So I'm doing a double knot. Right? Oh, I got a dog in a basket now. Double knot, and then I'm just grabbing the extra string and going around it to the side. Coming behind it, still staying underneath the bead, and then going into it. Now there must be a name for this, but I don't know. I've never learned it. I've also seen them on this side too, but I'm just doing one side. Doesn't matter where it lands to me. That way I use up as much of the string as possible. And then whatever's left, I'll use it in a different project. It's basically like a big knot just around the bead. It just, for me, it gives it more of a boho look. Kind of like that macrame style. And it's funny because when I record, I start itching. It's so odd. Oh, I'm so grateful for all your guys' support and comments. It's wonderful. You guys say I inspire you guys. Reality to me, for me, You guys inspire me. Comments keep me going. All the support keep me going. Oh, and let me answer a comment now. As far as the live shows, I don't have a schedule. I do them whenever I feel in the mood to do them, and when I know that I'm not going to get too badly interrupted, which that's something I can't always control. I'm just causing a knot down here, pulling on it. Okay, how many of these you make, that's up to you. How many you want to hang from whatever you're going to hang it from. And then you can leave this hanging and add some charms if you like. That doesn't look too secure. Give me a second. There we go. And then I'm just going to snip it. Okay. There's that. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to be hanging them. So probably have to do another video. Most likely. I know I am, actually. These are not the ones I like. Those are slippery. I like these ones here. So I just grabbed whatever remnant wire I have. And I'm just going to twist. There's a special way to do this, but right now, the way this is going, it's perfectly fine. I'm super excited to get all the videos up and then do all of the episodes together. I do know how to professionally do the twist and all of that, but I don't want to right now. Okay, depending on what you're going to hang it on, then you can figure out how you're going to hang it, but this is the way I'm doing it. And then I'm going to give myself, let's see, I'm looking at it. That much. Basically, that's what I'm going to do, like that. And I'm going to trim it up, and then I'm going to twist. Well, actually, I'm not going to twist until I take it on over to the next step. You guys will understand when I pop up the next 1, 2, 3, 4 videos. There's still 4 more to go, I think. So that's what this looks like. So far, we got that one, and these I did off camera. This one's not completed. I still need to do the macrame fake style that I do. This one's done. And then there's one already hanging. I can't wait to share with you guys. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. And if you'd like to fund me $1, there's the little button you push right there and fund me $1. And thank you. And I appreciate you guys so very much. See you in the next video. Bye. Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? So I found what to hang our feathers from. These here, let me zoom you out a little bit. These feathers here that we did, I'll link down below. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and Part 4. No, Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. And then I put for the 4th link the feathers, the paper feathers, just because people were asking. So I just found an old bracelet that is pre-beaded, and I thought, well, I'm not going to wear it. One, it's big, and I can't make it any smaller. And I glued the part that was broken. There was a broken part. Anyways, so we're going to use this as our base for the chandelier, and that's what we're going to be hanging our CDs, our CD feathers from here. Okay, so what I'll be using is my handmade, what is this called, string rope, my handmade rope. There's a video, I'll link that down below. And I already I already did one part, so I'm going to cut that off. Okay, so I already tied off this end. I'm going to show you how to do that. So basically what I did was I grabbed whatever object I was going to use, and I'm somewhat measured how much I'm going to use and how long it's going to hang. And I thought to myself, okay, about that much. So I had previously used this rope that I made, so I tied it off then. And then now that I figured out how long I'm going to have it, I tied it off then. And basically I can cut now since I tied it off, and I'm going to show you guys what I do for this stuff not to unravel. So you just cut it, use it, hold it I mean, and grab yourself a needle and some thread and freeform, or however you like to do it. I like to freeform and just go at it. I just make sure I grab all of the loose pieces of fabric. So that it doesn't unravel when I use it. Okay, I'm just going to cut off now. I think I can cut off now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So cut that piece off. I give myself some space so that I can go ahead and just make a knot this way. Do it however you like. This is the way I'm doing it. Okay, and I'm going to measure it against the one I already did, and I don't need that much. I don't need another one, I just need this one. Okay, so right about there. Before I cut it, I'm going to have to make sure it doesn't unravel. That one's going to give me a hard time. So I'm going to have to cap it off. I like to use double. You don't need much. See, that's how I lose things. I just throw them. And then they're gone. So I better put it back. So I need about that much, so I'm just going to secure the end of this. I'm going to secure it twice, basically where I'm going to cut, and also the part that's going to be left on the spool so that it doesn't unravel on its own. So I consider this another boho craft idea, because we're hanging feathers, we're using scraps, mixed colors, making a chandelier. And then I'm going to tie it off right now. Leave myself just a little to tie a knot. And I can cut now, but I'm not going to. I'm actually going to secure the part, like I mentioned, that's going to stay on the spool. And also I wanted to let you know that I made a decision that I'm going to grab part 1, part 2, part 3, meaning how to peel a CD, how to cut a CD, how to paint the CD, how to make a hole in the CD. All of those I'm actually going to input a video with all of those mashed up together, and I'm going to have the separate ones also. And the reason I'm doing that is some people don't have the time to watch a whole mashup, meaning all of the episodes at once. So they can watch the 5-minute one, the 7-minute one separately. And they'll be in a playlist called DIY. And then there's those people that just want company while arting or crafting or cleaning or whatever. That'll watch the whole 30 to 40 and sometimes an hour or 2-hour versions of my videos. And you know what? In reality, it helps me out. The more views I get, it helps me out a lot. So I'm going to cut this off and I'm going to tie the knot. And all your guys' contributions, $1, $2, and up, have really helped. I'm actually going to use that as a small savings, and I'm not going to pull it out just in case there's another emergency with the animals. So I'm going to cut right here. So this ends up, you know, nice and closed up. It's not going to come apart, and I can put it away. And then I have the 2 pieces that I'm going to use to hang from here. So gather your supplies, go find something circular, anything, recycle anything. Gather whatever medium you'd like to use to hang your circular item from. Have your feathers ready and painted, and then we'll move on to the next step. And I'll catch you in the next series. And like I mentioned, when I'm done with all the series, I'm going to put them all together. If you'd like to fund this channel, the little button is right there. And I'm grateful for everybody and everybody's donations. Alrighty, I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye. Here we are, guys. We're putting it together, or we put it together. So if you're interested in seeing the process, putting this all together, continue watching the video. Have fun, and I'm very grateful for all of you guys, and to all of you guys. And have a blast. See you in a little bit. Hello, people. I have you guys shaking. We are shaking. Have you guys in a different position right now? Because there's no other way of me doing it normally like I do on down there. You guys are usually up there, and I usually work right there. Because it's hanging in a chandelier style, I can't work on it. So I thought I'd hang it up. Let me zoom you guys out. Well, it didn't zoom that much. Let me bring the camera up a little bit, right around there. There, that's better. Let me zoom you guys in. And we're going to work on hanging. See, it's a bracelet basically. And we got it all tied up there. And I'm going to flip the little screen over and hang them. Okay, so let me flip the screen over so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, it's right here. There's so much going on, I understand, but it's my art room craft studio. Okay, so we're going to hang them. I think I'm only going to hang a few of them. Let's see. Basically, I just have a piece of wire. And these are just remnant wires that I have laying around. And put it in. Put it in. Well, it's it's different for me when I move the camera around. I kind of feel thrown off a little, but that's okay, we'll still create. Can't wait to move on to the next project and the next project. And I'm super happy and excited that Kelly Donovan did her take on the CDs. Okay. And then, because it's a bracelet, it has these little hooks in here, and I'm just going to work with that. Just bend it over and throw it into one of them. Awesome. This one I did with you guys. And I'm going to put one on each little section. Do you guys remember the boho bead bracelets? The boho bracelets that we did together? I did them, and then Mark Montano did them, and then Callie Black did them. And they've been wild since then. You can even use those as your base chandelier. That would look cool. This one's not done. I hope you guys don't mind that I finish it. So I'm going to hang it here, and I'm going to finish it up. And I'm basically doing the macrame to it. Actually, it's easier to do it while it's hanging than it was when I had it down. It's quite simple. Let's grab it here. Go in front of your bead, come from the back of the bead, and come through the little loop and pull again. Today is September 4th, 2016. And that's good enough for me, and I'm going to tie it off. And then we'll hang it. And either we leave the chandelier as is, or we add some more stuff to it. We'll check right now once I put this on. You can use many things as your base. You can even use a CD and burn holes into the CD. For instance, this CD here. Burn some holes, right? Hang maybe 4 holes or 6. And then hang your string or rope or chain from it like this. And then make yourself some holes around here, and you can hang your feathers from it. That'll look pretty, and you can even hang it from here. Right? So just make a hole here, and make 3 holes here or 4, and hang your feathers from that. Many, many ways. So that's done. And again, I'm just attaching the copper. There's a video for this on how to make yourself your own little hooks. And I could take it further, and whatever's left on the hook part, I can scoop it up like this and make myself a little wiggly wiggly right there. Okay, so that's there. And then, if I like, I can add, we can add our boho beads that we made, boho bead tassels. There's a video on that. I think so. And I'm just going to find a spot and hang it in there. Isn't that pretty? Let's see what you guys can see. There we go. So pretty. Just trying to find a little spot to put it into. Oh, so pretty. These three are tiny. I don't want to put a tiny one, so I'm going to find a longer two. I have these all around the place, so and there's videos on how to make these tassels. I have the videos in my DIY playlist. You can leave that playlist running while you create, and that way you can see all the stuff. Oh, so pretty. Let me grab another one. That's it, we're done. We're going to stick this in, and I can say I've had a blast making this. I would have so much fun. So unique. And just because it's the last one, it doesn't want to go in anywhere. Try to get it in the middle of the ribbon. Not going to happen. Okay, let me just find a spot. There we go, I think I got one. Awesome. There we go. Very pretty. I like it a lot. And it's endless. You can continue going. It's what you guys want to do with it. So we're all done. Let me grab the camera so I can come around and give you a better angle. You can add charms, so many other things. Hang it from up there. So pretty. Really like it. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys